Let me move my mic. Hold on. Well, that's the third time tonight I've been on a live and YouTube has cut me off. We're going to try once more. Oh, my heavens. Okay. If y'all are brave enough to come back here, it's so... Hopefully it doesn't, that's not me there. Nope, that's part 2 has ended. Okay, we want part 3. Come on, YouTube. Catch up here. Hey, Tatiana, I'm telling you, this has been, I'm working up a sweat just trying to stay on YouTube tonight. This is ridiculous. I'm trying to get myself up here. Take 3. There we are. 1 second here. I'm trying to... It says I'm still live. That's interesting. Wonder how that's going. There's 2 people still watching over there? Seriously? I turned it off. I clicked out of it. Hold on 1 second, y'all. My bad. Hey, Jeff, for the 3rd time. I know it. Hold on 1 second. I may have to go in here and do something. And I've already shut my computer down, so I hope not. Okay, I can't see it there. This is frustrating. Well, I can't do anything about it. All right. I'm just trying to get you pulled up here on my iPad so I can see the chat, so bear with me. It's right there, it just won't open it. Yeah, it's because it's I'm on my phone. That's right, it's much better picture. Let me get out of that and come back to here. And then we'll try again. Finally, here we go. All right, now I got y'all. Adia, awesome to see you guys. Oh my goodness, what a night. And Roma, thank goodness you came back. I was hoping. All right, have mercy. I think this may be the most difficult Mercury retrograde influences I've had. This is, and Giselle is here, Adia's here. All right, the gang's all here. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Adia. I appreciate you so much for saying that. Yes, I need to be reminded. Did they tell you this is the 3rd time I got cut off twice? One second here. Let me get this. Let's see. Mini sessions. Okay. Let's see. And for mini sessions, let's see. I have to rewrite it. That would be 15 via PayPal. Or okay, hopefully, oh no. I'm saving my voice. I'm trying to pin it. Charlie's here. Good evening, Charlie. And Moulay's here. You just came in to say hey. I love you too, Moulay. It's been a minute. Just tech being tech. Well, I can't argue with that. That's right. It's just frustrating. That happens, my experience so far with YouTube is that happens when, like if they make an update, I've noticed a correlation. When they make an update with that, but this is, I've never had a night where I got cut off 3 times. Well, twice, excuse me. Uh-oh, hope I didn't foretell something there. Back to Roma's reading. We were trying to finish. All right, let me get back into this energy for Roma, y'all. Jeez. This has the makings of wine and an after party, doesn't it, y'all? Just saying. Okay, Roma. Yep, he's trying to summon the strength. And you can kind of see, I had to hurriedly put all this back over here, but you can see, has some of the cards. Okay. Trying to summon the strength because he knows he disappointed you. He wants a passionate new beginning. These are, we talked about actions. These are the actions he's thinking of taking. But he may think that's a little risky, or he may think, or we talked about, yeah, that's right. He might have done this with you, and that's when that third party situation came into play. But he wants to return to calmer waters with you. He's been procrastinating, but he does love you. Now, these 2 cards came out right when we got cut off. And now my chat's not working. Here we go. Palmos. Oh, Adia has been here for 4 months as a member. That is awesome. Okay. Got you. I was concerned about Palmos' comment about getting bullied. And Roma, sorry, honey, this is how I move here. I'm all over the place. I feel like you need to listen to some of the Abraham Hicks and Law of Manifestation. You've got some wound within you that's causing the outside world to show you this kind of behavior through other people. That's the short version of it. So I recommend you learn about Law of Attraction and change the script that you have going on inside of you. When you do that, the outside mirror changes and the people outside of you change. So that's the short answer to how to handle that. Okay. You are the Empress. Did you see that? You saw the Empress. You did. You are the Empress. This is what I can't figure out. Page of Cups in reverse. This is either somebody who's emotionally unavailable, and maybe you said, I'm ending this then. You know, go pound rocks. I don't know. Right? I mean, could be what that means. Could be what that means. And so you ended it. But the question, I have to keep it in context with the question we asked. What are Praveen's next actions? So that's why I'm concerned, because this could mean he's saying, I'm not going to come in and apologize, and I'm just going to let this end. And so that's why I said that's a way turn of events there, and that's why I want to clarify that. Yeah, you are the Empress. He held back truth, and that caused this tower moment. Yeah, because you found out he was out here playing in the streets. You broke up with him. Here's the other woman, Queen of Wands. Yeah, we kind of went through some of that. Yep, all right. I need to know what this is, though. I need you to give me more, please, on what his actions are going to be, because that could be heading a different direction here. But like I said, it could mean I'm putting an end to this being emotionally unavailable. That just depends on how you read it. That's why I need more cards here. Yeah, there's been conflict. He knows. Oh, yeah. Well, if I read this for actions, he's saying there's competition, there's conflict here, which he's acknowledging. Now, this is in the upright. I would love to say this has already happened, but when it's in the upright, and I'm gonna get you more here. Thank you, Tatiana. That's a beautiful thing to say. Thank you for following up on that. Because, I'm trying to read here. So I know you guys that are my regulars know about what I'm trying to convey on that. So thank you for stepping in there. Roma, yes, I'm a big proponent of, nobody in this world is a victim. Your relationships mirror, no matter what kind of relationships, but particularly romantic relationships, mirror your internal wounds, where you're healed and where you need to heal. So like a third party situation, and I can speak with very much authority on this, is coming from a wound probably back to your childhood. Maybe one of your parents cheated, or maybe they picked another sibling over you, but you were not chosen. There was something in your past that it's an old wound that you're reflecting, because your thoughts are creative. And so even though they're subconscious thoughts, they are creating your reality in your everyday life. And they created this situation with this third party. So you have to create the new reality where you are chosen. So you have to tell the new story. So if you're not familiar, I like Abraham Hicks, as I said, is a real good teacher about law of attraction. Educate yourself about that. Because I could easily read this to say, he realizes he was emotionally unavailable, so that's why you ended it. There was a lot of conflict here. He knows he broke your heart. He feels bad about that now, and things are moving on. But because of the question I asked, I'm concerned. So I'm going to get that this could also mean, as I said, that he knows this ending is going to cause conflict, and it's going to hurt you, and it's going to cause you to have this anxiety and stress, because maybe he's moving on. So that's why I need to figure this out to see which it is. So who and what is this Three of Swords? No. Let me ask the ending. What is ending here? What is up with the heavens? The world is being clarified by the world. 78 cards in a deck, right? Now, this one came out sideways. That to me says it's undecided. So maybe that's implying that this is Not happening yet. Hold on. Let me get more. Tell me more, please. What is this ending? Hey, Nancy, how are you, darling? Good to see you. The gang is all here. Okay, yeah, he's deciding if he's going to come in with this Ace of Pentacles or not. He's deciding. That's undecided yet. He's deciding if he still wants to be a player or not. Is this ending is... Oh, thank you. This is like my favorite color, pink, and I can't get enough of it this year. It's like been my color this year, you know. Thank you. So tell me more about this ending here. Yeah, because he's not single, or somebody here's not single. I don't know if he's still with this third party, or he's, you know, I don't know yet. I got to get more. Okay, yeah, he feels bad. He feels bad and regretful because he wasn't single. That's what that could mean. He was manipulative. You give me people, who or what? Are you telling the past story or are these future actions? Hey, Cardsy, how are you tonight? How you doing? I'm inclined to think that that's past. He's feeling bad about this past ending that you guys had where that, you know, he did what he did. Charlie said, I've been all work, work, work. I've been a lot of work, work, work too, Charlie. I have. Okay. Then tell me, what is this Three of Swords? Is this past? This already happened? Or is this future? We ask about his actions. I'm not going to put up a wall and fight for this anymore. Oh. Well, there it is. Give me 2 more cards on this. Oh, that's lovely, Charlie. Well, I'm wishing you luck to do that because I know nobody, it's hard to start fresh when you got old debt, isn't it? Old debt. Excuse me. We have a soul contract. He's supposed to be my partner. Well, contracts can be broken. There's nothing written in stone here. You are a creator. You are not a victim. So don't sit over there and, well, this is the way it's supposed to be. No, you have to own your 50% here, Roma. You created this situation too. Yeah, he did the dirty deeds, but you brought this into your life. That's the way law of attraction works. So you can't just sit there and blame all this on him and, well, it's a soul contract. He has to come back to me. No, he doesn't. And he's not going to unless you change the script. That's what law of attraction is about. So this script right now is looking like he's saying, I don't want to reconcile with you, and that's why this Three of Swords is in the upright. This is in the upright means now. We ask about his future action. This is what this is telling me, is this action is what he's thinking future. I don't want to fight for this relationship anymore. I don't want a reconciliation. That's why I'm asking these questions, because this took a turn. You know, it was looking good, and then, so I'm trying to, you know, get to the bottom of that. Yes, contracts can be broken. Shoot, yeah, they can. Oh, yeah. Ask lawyers about that. How do you think they put their kids through college? Because people are breaking contracts left and right. Tell me more. What is this Three of Swords? Mariah, your word is hope, and don't give up. You're a powerful creator. Own that. Yeah, he knows you're his soulmate. He's saying you're a soulmate, or could be saying, I know that's what you wanted. You wanted that. And I came in here as this King of Wands in reverse. I just wanted that. King of Wands in reverse is just an older version of the Knight of Wands who's a player. I told you maybe this person told you we were going to, there's that Fool again. Yeah, he told you we were going to start over. Oh, goodness. Let me get one more. Thank you, Mariah. You too. Derek's here. Good evening. Mariah, if you didn't hear me, learn about law of attraction, because whatever's going on for you, sweetie, you can change it. Well, Roma, again, I'm sorry to say this took a turn. I think this person's actions, I asked about yes, he would probably come in and be passionate with you. And yes, he wants to move this. Aw, Adia, that's so sweet. You're gifting a membership. Thank you, love. That's so sweet. Aw. Oh, memberships plural. Sent one Scorpio 11 memberships plural. Thank you. Gosh, that's so sweet. We had somebody give some the other night. That's so sweet when people do that. So yes, he wants to move on to calmer waters, but procrastinating, giving this cup of love. Yeah, doesn't want to apologize. Is saying that this might well be over, because he doesn't want the conflict. And so now we get to the Three of Swords. So then down here, I've got somebody who's not willing to surrender to getting a new perspective, so that I'm stuck. I'm being manipulative. I'm being manipulative about this. Now, what is this? These cards all, I can't pick them up, fell under this Four of Wands. When I ask about, because this can mean soulmate, twin flame, but it can also mean marriage, long-term commitment, right? Oh, another one? Adia, sweetie, you're so generous. Thank you, honey. And by the way, we didn't get that information about your channel yet. I'm all ready to support you, by the way. Yeah, so somebody here was very manipulative regarding this Queen of Cups. Is that you? I think it might be. Queen of Cups. They pulled away. I'm suspecting this is your person pulled away from you. Could be you pulled away from him. And you're saying, I can't do this anymore. I need to lay this down. This is such a heavy burden. I can't do it. I can't do it. She absolutely is a blessing, Mariah. She absolutely is. She's a very generous sweetheart. and fun. Oh my gosh, she's fun and funny. She's got a great sense of humor. So this is a very mixed reading. Oh. Wait, what, Jay? What's a warning? It's been like this for 3 years with him, really, because it's a very back and forth thing. 1 minute, I want you and I want to move on to calm waters, but I'm procrastinating coming in and telling you how I feel about it. The next minute, there's an ending and I don't want to fight for this anymore. And I mean, is it this back and forth you're saying has been going on for 3 years? Because that certainly is. And it's like he's in chariot on the end of these, chariot and chariot. Fast forward movement, fast movement in a direction. What it seems to be is away from this. I think, does this person just avoid conflict at all cost? Is that part of the situation? He doesn't want to deal with conflict, back and forth. Thank you so much, because I'm so conflicted about this. Thank you so for verifying that. Yeah, okay, he does. Thank you. Whoosh. I'm going crazy over here. He doesn't know how to deal with conflict. That does seem to be what's at the center of this reading. Yeah, he doesn't know how to. So you may have a big case of an avoidant personality type here at Roma. They're getting more popular, apparently, in my readings. Seriously, that may be what you have here. That's kind of what this is telling me. He's afraid of his own anger. Well, and so you have to calm him down, and then he comes around. Well, angry at what, though? Let's tell the truth. He's angry at himself because he keeps messing things up. I can't believe the 5 of Swords hasn't come out here. Maybe it's under here. No, it's not. Because, yeah, and it's so interesting. The cards starting to repeat. The Chariot. The Moon is not here, but after then the Sun. And then the same 6 of Swords, he wants to come back. So, yeah, it's like, I'm sorry I was sneaky. I'm sorry I snuck away. I'm sorry I did that cheating and lying again. I didn't tell you the whole truth here. And here I am, and we are all back here in this anxiety again. And then he starts spying on you again, and he gets all up in his head again. And then, I mean, it's just like this, yeah, it's a repeating cycle here is what it seems like. Nothing changes. So that's what I'm seeing is it's going to be the same thing over again. I'm surprised that this World card did not come out in reverse. But I see why now, because it needed to tell me that's what's happened. It's rinse and repeat, and he does it again. It is a cycle. Yeah. Are you laughing? Oh, thank you. I was afraid you'd be crying when I said this, but yeah, it's totally rinse and repeat. I am so sorry, honey. I like to tell people, too, if you are dealing with an avoidant personality type, and you do your own homework about what that is about. But the one thing I've learned, and I like to share what I learned with other people, you're saying, no, I know myself, and I have faith in the universe that he'll come back around. Well, okay, that's fine. If you want it back, that's fine. But here's the thing. Thank you, Mariah. I got you on my list here. But you need to change something you're doing. You need to change the outcome of this by owning your part in this. So that he'll come, yeah, but he'll come back and stay, and he'll come back and he won't do all this avoidant behavior. So that is on you, because you're going to keep reflecting, the mirror is going to keep reflecting this same behavior if you don't shift it. So please, 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 Roma, educate yourself about law of attraction and relationships and how you can change this. Because you need to tell a different story. You're stuck in this too. It's not just him. You're stuck in it too because you keep taking him back and you keep, and yes, I've done it myself. So if you want a different outcome, you have to have a different story, and you've got to tell a different story. Yes, quantum healing. I'm so glad you get that. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Inner child, past lives, also early childhood programming that we get when we see a parent. Your person was probably hurt early in life, some kind of trauma wound he keeps reliving, right? So, well, I wish I could have had a happier ending for you. Oh, God, that's all you had to say. He's a twin. That's all you had to say. And that's why this card came out. Yep. Because several of us here are in a twin flame relationship. We know, we own the t-shirt, all of them. So yeah, rinse and repeat, that's a twin. But here's the thing, in a twin flame relationship, you have to change. You're probably the chaser and he's the runner. And so you have to completely let go of him and raise your vibration, genuinely, because you want to awaken, you want to work on you, you want to fill your own cup without depending on anything outside of you. And when you do that and you elevate, that elevates his energy, and then that's when he comes back. But when he comes back, he comes at a different, higher level. So you have to be willing to turn away from the relationship. That's your part, that's your lesson. That's the goal for you, is to, and I know you apparently know this, but other people who are listening might not. Because when you elevate, you elevate the relationship on both sides. That's part of our path, as it were, right? Oh, Lord, honey. And oh, my God. And I just looked over here at the bottom of that deck. That's my twin flame card twice. Yep. And that's the truth. Oh, gosh. These cards are magic tonight. Man. You are very welcome, Roma. I'm so glad I'm glad we got to the bottom of it, because I was just like, what is happening here? It's deja vu is one thing, but ooh. It also didn't help that the third party stole your energy. That's just wrong on so many levels. But she's going to get karma for that. You know it. You know it in your heart, you do. The twin flame relationship is so hard. Oh, it's hard to read. It's hard to be in. It's hard to walk away from. It's just hard in every way. I'm going to take a big breath on that. But the secret is filling your cup, not looking to him to come and make you happy. You make you happy. You make yourself happy. Well, many blessings to you, Roma. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. Oh, my God. You're so... Thank you, darling. Thank you for those kind words. Thank you. It's my pleasure. I'm just glad I made sense of it. It was starting to bug me that I couldn't figure it out, So thank you. Oh, wow. Thank you, Daryl. And Roma, I'm wishing you so much luck, honey. I'm sending you a big hug and lots of courage to hang in there and do the work. Because here's the other thing, last thing I'll say about twin flames. We have a bigger purpose. You're not just here to fall in love and have a happy ending. A twin flame relationship is here to change the energy in some way on the planet. The two of you coming together is bigger than the sum of its parts. Each of you, a twin flame is also about aligning each of you with your life's purpose. Again, usually and often that is some kind of a bigger humanitarian goal or purpose. So Thank you for your part in that, Roma, and I hope it comes together for you beautifully. Ooh, goodness. All right, Daryl, I'm going to put you on the list. So, Roma, best of luck, darling. That was, Yep, all you had to say was twin, man. Wow. All right. Miss Adia, I think, am I right? You're next, I think. And let me put all these back. Ooh, take a breath, take a breath. Okay. Oh, Adia, I know you're in conversation with Jay, but we were talking about, Mish and I were talking, well, we the moderators, there was three of Jay and, I think it was just Jay and Mish and I, on the membership. And Mish offered to do this really lovely thing, which is have a kind of a how-to and checklist for moderators, for new moderators as they come on board. And so she was suggesting that if everybody emails me, you got my email address. If you give permission, then we can create a group for moderators, and then y'all can, she's going to take it from there, and y'all can either coordinate and help new moderators or whatever that looks like. But okay, Misha's here, so I just wanted to share that with Adia because I don't think she was here earlier when we were talking about that. Oh, almost choked. Oh, excuse me. I went down the wrong pipe. Oh. I'm scrolling back to get your question, Adia. But I don't know. There it is. There's okay. Oh, girl, I just read your, what did you do? Oh, my goodness. What are Anthony's current feelings after I did what I did on Tuesday? Let's get the tea. Oh, my God. Adia, we've been here 3 times. I said that. The first one, I started with a collective reading, and that energy is off the charts. I'm thinking it's Lionsgate, but I recommend you go back to that one and listen to the collective reading, because, you know, it involves me and you and Mish, I think. I don't know who else, but you might want to go back. So, feelings and actions from Anthony. Got you. What deck? I'm going to put this down and ask that because I don't know. Okay, what deck, please? All right, let's see. What in the world have you created here this week, girl? All right, intentions and actions. What is Anthony thinking now? Sorry, wait a minute. I'm laughing because I can know what the card is. You may be feeling I need to go lick my wounds. Adia has had her way with her sword with me. Taking a time out, literally healing. Okay, what in the world? Yeah, I see that, devil. Holy moly. Why do I feel like the Scorpio stinger came out? I know, me too. Me too. Well, they come, okay. Yeah, Well, he's backed the truck up. He's backed it out the driveway. He's saying, I swear, I have this energy of a dog with his tail tucked between his legs. Now, I don't know what you did or said. That just what this feels like energetically to me. Like you kicked a dog and his tail's between his legs and he's howling and yelling and yipping, backing away. This feels, I mean, literally, this can mean I lost my self-confidence. But it also means no nurturing is happening here. No nurturing. No expansion. Maybe there was, but there's fast forward movement here or communication. I have a feeling you gave him an earful is what I think happened. I think there might have been an earful guide. Because somebody here is regretting their actions. They're very selfish actions, I might add. This is self-sabotage. What in the world? All right. Of course he was missing you. Well, yes. Maybe you told him he needed to release himself from these demons. And I know he has several. I don't feel like this is actions. I feel like this is almost like an ultimatum energy is what it feels like to me, Adia. I know we ask what his intentions are, but I'm not getting that yet. I'm still getting the energy of whatever happened is what I'm feeling. I pulled a UNO reverse. Okay. Unnegotiable something. Oh, that water's still there. I just have this energy of this man is shaking in his boots. Would that be accurate after? I mean, that's what the energy. Forget the cards. That's the energy of what I'm feeling. Hey, Bruce, boy, everybody's here tonight. This is so cool. So what y'all are telling me is I need to take 2 naps on Friday so I can be here later. I made him think he was getting lucky, cornered him into a conversation, then went home. You did. You did not. You did. Oh, girl. He had it coming. Yes, I said that out loud. He had it coming. Okay, you're confirming for me. That's what I'm feeling. Yeah. He didn't see it coming. He did not see it coming. Girl. I got no words. I know. Oh, poor baby, he called you difficult. Yeah, I know the story. Pfft, coward. I know the story. Nobody else here. Well, a couple people know the story. Yeah, I'm right. After ghosting for a month, yeah, he needed his fix. And you know, with these avoidants, that's what they do. They come in for a fix. They want our energy. They want, not just the energy, but yeah. I pulled his move. Adia said, yes, you did. I can see her whipping her head and coming out with her stinger, and oh man. I'm asking. Oh, what is he thinking and feeling? She must have me. All right, let's turn it over, see if it wants to say anything. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've ever gotten that energy off of this card. This is the card of communication, but I never got that energy, and it felt like, wow, what an earful. Just saying. Show me what are his intentions and feelings right now. Come on now. I ghosted him for a month. Then he calls me missing me. I told him to come get me. Then I hit him with a stinger. That's exactly what this feels like. Oh yeah, I sniffed it. Yeah. Oh yes, you did. Well, I'm gonna say it again. I know what the man has done, and I think he deserved it. All right, this deck doesn't want to say anything else. I'm not quitting, though. I want to know more. Tell me more, Tarot. Tell me the tea, Tarot. What is he thinking and feeling? I bet he is. I'll bet he is feeling that. An ending he's having trouble getting over. Oh, God, he already wants to come back. He loves your fire. Have I told you that yet tonight? That's another piece of this. He loves your fire. He was big man. I bet he was. I bet he was, because you got him at his own game. Forgive me, I got no sympathy. You got him at his own game. That's what he's mad about. He's not mad at you. He's mad that you got over on him. And here's the fight right here. And yet he still ain't letting you go. Crikey. Crikey. So maybe what you told him about, and this is the card, in all fairness, this is not just about ending, this is the card of betrayal. He felt betrayed. Of course he did. He betrayed himself a long time before you betrayed him. Now, either he's saying you were this Queen of Wands, which she could do that. She could definitely do that. Or he's feeling like I was betrayed because I had her on the side, which we know that's a thing. And because I did all this, I have her on the side, and I got this whole family situation going over there. So you were stabbing him in the back because of this. Whoop. Because he's got this going on. Yeah. And you disappointed. I mean, you were disappointed. Yeah, he knows that. And he thought he was going to come back and rethink that cup. And you said, pick a wand, buddy, pick a wand. Let me smack you with it about the head and face. And let me tell you exactly what I think about that situation. Okay, well, I'm still, all right, intentions. I'm sorry, I'm still up in that energy. I feel it so strong. Well, I can't believe that he still wants me. That is the personality type of the avoidant, though. I won't go down that road right now. Now, I can read this another way, so hold on. I said that because of this card. This is my I'm holding on to them for dear life card. And it's next to I want to come in out of the cold card. And I'm making a choice here to talk about my feelings. Maybe having to do with this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, right? And I want to go move to calmer shores. And I don't, yeah, all of that's at the bottom of the deck, right? So because that's usually the backstory, or what's fueling this, rather. Now, let me say, I can read this to say, intentions and feelings, he feels stabbed in the back, betrayed, probably means you, or, again, because of that. But I didn't ask actions, I asked intentions. Wait, you can't stop laughing. I was so ruthless and nice and nasty at the same time about it. Well, honey, that's the epitome of a Scorpio scorned. You'd be lucky if you get to see the backside of us anyway. Right, Scorps? I don't know that I don't see intentions. I mean, I don't see actions. I see he's, let me put it this way. He's still reeling from the shock of this is what I'm feeling. Like, for real. Like, what the hell just hit me? This is a hit and run. We're going to call it the Adia hit and run. That's it. That's it. It's Adia hit and run. That's another t-shirt, too. You know what? We didn't get to talk about t-shirts this weekend, and I wanted to. We just need another weekend. Oh, man. What will he do going forward? What are his... I don't think he knows right now. That's what I'm feeling. He's in total shock. Well, that's too many, but I'll look at them. Okay, Adia. He's going to put these wands down. He's saying, I can't carry this anymore. This is too heavy. This is a heavy burden. I got other fish in the sea. I'm sorry, but that's what this says. Even if he does still love you. Now, you know, this can change tomorrow. And it has a few times already with him. Because he can't, okay, here's the matter. He can't see clearly. He also doesn't come at you truthfully. He can't see clearly how to be the King of Pentacles that you need, that you want, this dependable, reliable person who would commit so that there can be victory in this situation. So he'd rather end the cycle than fight for it and give up this cup of love. That's a mic drop. Shit. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh. Adia, I'm sorry. That I didn't. But look, I think that's where he is right this 1 minute. Because he's mad. I'm just going to go over here and focus on my work. Because he knows you want this commitment. And he knows he can't give you any kind of a balanced situation. Because I'm the emperor. I'm going to sit on this throne. And the heck with anything anybody else wants. I'm moving on. But you know what you did? You caused him now. Now he's in this tower moment. This is an internal tower. So now you got him churning. Churning and yearning. Churning. Yep. because he knows he did this to himself. He did this to himself, this self-sabotage. Mm-hmm. Yep. He needs to listen to his intuition if he wants to be happy. But you know what? Oops. Oh, that's interesting how that flipped. Did y'all see that? I guess that was on camera. I went to scratch my nose and the card flipped. And it doesn't matter. Yeah. He can't, again, this is another card of I can't see clearly. But it also talks about being unhappy, even though I'm out here in my Knight of Wands energy, and I was laughing at the artwork on this card. Have y'all seen a Knight of Wands like that before? Excuse me. With the passion at the end of the wand. Yeah, he is way up in his head about this situation. I'm not ever bringing that offer again. I'm not going to talk about what I did wrong. I'm not doing that. No, this ain't no twin flame for me. I'm going to stay over here in my addictions. I'll just be darned. I'm going to stay right here in my addictions. I'm going to withdraw. I'm not talking about this anymore. There's that little dog licking its wounds again. Oh my goodness. Let me see what y'all are saying over here. Mariah, I mean, it's interesting in here. I'm glad you're here for it. Gucci, I'm here for him, Effie. He's finally getting it. Oh, Adia, are you going to send him flowers for his mother's birthday? And I know how you felt about, or still do feel about her. That's to honor her and nothing to do with him. He'll get the message, though. He is hard-headed. Mm-hmm. Hot, stinking mess. Amen, sister. That's exactly what this is. Reeks of hot, stinking mess. I cannot see the truth of how I can come in here and be this man so you can have victory. That just got me right there. That's where he is right now. Girl, we'll have to do a check on him later because this is just, he is in his feelings right now. No, I'm not. I don't have any feelings. I'm not in disappointment. Look how happy I am over here. I'm not the least bit disappointed. Look how happy I am. I know. Oh. Y'all got me going. I can feel it. You know, it's not the cards. I can feel it. And I'm laughing, but I know it's not funny. It wasn't funny for you. It's not funny for him, but it kind of is. Just saying. Adia, this is a classic case of what goes around comes around, baby. This is called consequence. You are clearly in game mode. This is nothing but consequence. Look at her face. Just look at that. Look at her face. She ain't playing. Dancing on his head. Oh, yep, I'd say so. Whew. I'm telling you, these readings are getting on point. He whiz. Yeah, he is in it. Now you're going to be, well, probably, yes. Sorry. Amisha's motivated for change. I had to turn the AC down. It's been a night. What fun. You see me grinning. I mean, yeah, technology and all that aside, these readings are off the charts. And look at that. I got, what is this? Oh, Darlene has mixed up the decks. Hang on. I tell you, you can't let her go for 1 minute without supervision, and she goes nuts. Hold on a minute. I got to watch her like a hawk. She goes crazy. Adia, you got me tonight, girl. You are very welcome. Oh, that helps. Finally got that up. That was water from earlier. Yeah, well, you're very welcome. That was a ride, friend. That was a ride. I could feel. I'm still feeling it. Phew. I'm just saying that was the biggest case of that dog being kicked and yelping to the curb. Oh yeah, you definitely living rent free in his brain for a minute. Mm-hmm. Yes, you are. Jeez, Wes. These readings been off the chart tonight. My gosh. Golly, I can't wait what Daryl's got. Let me see Daryl's question up here. I am wondering about a guy I met a couple of days ago. I haven't heard from him. I was wondering if our encounter was brief or will I see him again? Great question, Daryl. All right, we will ask. You're nervous for yours, Mariah? Oh, wait a minute. I marked yours out. You're next. I beg your pardon, Daryl. Daryl was after Mariah. My bad. So focused on getting this frog out of my throat. Mariah, you are next. My bad. Thank you for making a comment there. Now, let me go find your question, or do you mind reposting it for me? Because it's pretty far up there, I think, Mariah. I'm trying to scroll back. Wait. Is that it? There it is. I found it. Anything on my relationship? Health and financial. Well, that's 3 different things, Mariah. Which one you want, love? Which one you want? I'm so sorry about this, guys. Yeah. So, Mariah, which one of those you want? We will get some tea on whatever for you. I'm just going to shuffle these, put them back. Health. All righty. Got you. Did you just have some test results come back that are questionable? Did you just have some tests done, Mariah? Because I'm an interactive reader here. I tell you what, that's driving me crazy that's not straight. Let me move my stool. Maybe that'll help. Can't get that stay. I'll move my stool. Okay. There's some things in your diet you know you need to cut out, correct? You know that, or you suspect that. You know something's going on. That's why you're asking me the question. Yes. All right, let me see. I'm actually getting that this is a simpler fix. So it's a simpler fix than you're fearing. Now, I have to, in good conscience and legally, say I'm not a doctor, I'm not a health professional, so don't take advice from a tarot reader about your health. But I will tell you what I'm sensing, and then you go get yourself checked out. I'm sensing you have some sensitivities to certain foods, and you're suspecting that, but also you might be borderline diabetic, or there's something like, I think you're taking in too much sugar. I'm just going to be specific. Are you or were you a smoker? Yeah, you understand, so I'm hitting it. Because I'm feeling that might be in your past, but did you smoke once upon, or smoke something once upon a time? And I'm feeling a little bit of that too. So food sensitivities, I think, is a big one. Now, I'm going to share my story. Yeah, it seems relative. Sugar came to me, you too, and your blood sugar's high. Okay, good. Yep, I'm pre-diabetic, and yes, I smoke. Sometimes I just get it lucky. Lucky. Okay. Sugar's a big one. These are all things that cause inflammation, and people are, you're eating candy while talking. Oh, dang it. Yeah, take it out of your mouth. Quick, save yourself. These are cumulative things. Now, there's a bit of an epidemic in this country, and I'm not going to go off down into the rabbit hole about that because I could. But the epidemic I'm talking about is not just about people being overweight because of fast food and this and that. That's not the rabbit hole I'm talking about. I'm talking about specifically with flour. And our source of flour here in this country is very diverted. It's not pure, and that's why so many people are getting gluten sensitivities. I'm thinking that might be one for you. So look into gluten, sugar. These are big offenders. These are the biggest offenders. You're also experiencing inflammation, is what I'm feeling. So gluten, sugar, and possibly dairy. Those are the three biggest offenders when your body is. So the easiest way to, well, that's, and if you get tested for, here's the thing, you can leave them out of your diet and see how you feel. That's the number one. Just cut those things out of your diet. Anything made with white flour. It's not so easy in the beginning, I know, but you can do it. Let me see what you said here. I'm worried about my blood pressure most. It's just won't stay down, and I'm terrified. Yep. And that's right. You fly a diet, eat right, fresh products. Amen. Well, this is kind of an easy way to think of it. If you cut out white foods, what does that entail? Anything made with flour, anything made with rice, even white potatoes. That's a whole lot of carbs that are not necessarily good for you. Now, I'm not saying carbs are bad. You need some carbs. But good carbs. If you want a potato, switch to sweet potatoes. Because you may have, you may even have this thing called leaky gut. You can Google that on your time. I won't take up everybody's time here. But that's a legitimate thing, and you can read all about it. But these are common sensitivities. Now, that's not what you asked about. I know you're concerned about your blood pressure. But here's the thing. I'm just feeling there's a really big tie to your symptoms and your diet. So it may be as simple as you need to go on a diet, you need to start eating healthy, cut out the carbs. It could be that simple, but I think it's not just that. I think it's specific foods that you're eating also. And I think if you combine, stop drinking sodas, leave the sugar alone, start working on cutting these things out, you lower your inflammation, you're going to feel better, you're going to have more energy, you'll probably lose weight. And if you add a meditation practice in to your routine, I think you'll have a big turnaround. If you, and I know it's hard, it's a lot to ask you to give up all at once, so you may have to do one at a time. You do what you can do. I'll get to your other question in 1 second. And add meditation as a practice. Meditation, most people don't understand. One of the real byproducts of meditation is that it's a reset when you go into meditation for your physical body and your physiology. So that can help balance some of these physical things that you've got going on. I have 3 tapes, dating myself. 3 videos in my playlist. I have a meditation playlist on my channel page, Mariah, and you can go there and it'll get your kick started. I'm also starting if you're interested in a Zoom meditation, I'm going to start doing those live. But, you know, there's tons of stuff. Find what fits for you in terms of meditation. So that's what I'm getting about that. Now, let me read your question. And by any chance do you think I will have to have spinal surgery because I'm scared, I'm so young, and I'm in constant pain, and my organs have been pushed by my spine? Oh, Gisela, are you really? Well, here's what I'm asking. I'll come, 1 second, Mariah. What I'm asking people to do, if you're interested, watch the 3 videos that I've made on my playlist. If you're interested in the live Zoom meditations, send me an email and say, I'm interested in the live meditations. I'm curating a list of people. And, well, you know, when I have maybe 6 or so people, I'll start that group. And then we can get that going. So let me just shoot me an email, in other words. I will look into that. Thank you. Okay, back to your question about your spine. Where are you not feeling supported in your life, Mariah, in a big way? Or have not, probably chronically, felt supported in your life? Because your body is a reflection of that. And let's see. Typically, the spine, I think, is about that. I'm going to look it up, though. Giselle, it is pinned in the description box, but it is Scorpio1111reads@gmail.com. And I'd love to have you. I'm going to look up spine for you here, just because I know it's overall about, well, I don't know anything. I think it's, let me see. So I'm going to read you this. This is Louise Hay's book called You Can Heal Your Life. I feel past trauma and feeling alone for so long. Right, you feel, yep, I believe that. That's why you're experiencing that. So if you start working on that, your spine can get better and you can avoid surgery, is my feeling. All right, let me find you where it says about the spine. Okay, the back represents our support system, as I suspected, or I kind of knew that. Problems with the back usually mean we feel we're not being supported. Too often we think we are only supported by our job or by our family or spouses. In reality, we are totally supported by the universe, by life itself. The upper back has to do with feeling the lack of emotional support. My husband, my wife, my lover, my friend, my boss doesn't understand me or support me. The middle back has to do with guilt. All that stuff that is back of us. Are you afraid to see what is back there? Are you hiding what is back there? Do you feel stabbed in the back? Do you feel real burnout? Are your finances a mess? Or do you worry about them excessively? Then your lower back might be bothering you. The lack of money or the fear of money will do it. The amount you have has nothing to do with it. So many of us feel that money is the most important thing in our lives and that we could not live without it. That's simply not true. There is something far more important and precious to us without which we could not live. And what is that? It is our breath. Back to meditation. I teach you how to breathe in one of those videos. It's a series of 3, so be sure and watch the first one. Watch them in order. Our breath is the most precious substance in our lives, and yet we totally take for granted when we exhale that our breath will be there. If we did not take another breath, we would not last 3 minutes. Now, if the power that created us has given us enough breath to last for as long as we shall live, can we not trust that everything else we need will also be supplied? Yes. Yes, I have curvature of the spine too. I understand. I was going to read what the 216. Daryl, thank you for your patience. I know you're hanging in here, and I appreciate you. There's a simple affirmation I want you to start working on. I am supported by life. The issue is flexible, supportive life. I am supported by life. I am supported by life. And if you didn't hear me, go and start educating yourself about law of attraction. And you can actually do a search on YouTube, Abraham Hicks, Law of Attraction, Health. And I'm sure you'll have things that come up because your subconscious is at work here. And I really am feeling that you can change this. If you lose weight, I think or change your diet, I think weight is a part of it. I am in my life and my $4. Awesome, awesome. Well, that's beautiful. But I think this can be avoided is the bottom line answer to your question. I think it can be avoided. Get a handle on your diet. Get a handle on, start breathing. Start doing the breathing technique. Meditating more, because your body will remember what it's supposed to be like in perfect health. That's from Deepak Chopra. He said that's what happens when you go into meditation. It remembers, it aligns, it finds that state of alignment, and it remembers what it feels like to be in that perfect state of balance. So the more you meditate, the more it goes there, and the more then you can sustain it when it comes out. And so it's cumulative over time. Anyway, you are so welcome, Mariah. I hope that helps. I didn't pull a single card, but I think that I'm good with that reading if you are. But you might want to get tested for your food sensitivities, because I started the reading by, I was feeling there was a test that needed to happen or had happened. You're welcome, Sean. I'm glad you benefited from that. Oh, good. Yeah, if you go to my channel, Mariah, because I've got all kinds of playlists. If you go to my channel and go to the tabs where the playlists, I have a playlist that says meditation, and I will be adding more as I have time for that. Okay, yes, thank you. Thank you, Mariah. All right, and good luck, sweetheart. All right, on to Daryl. Now let me go back and find his question. Daryl, are you still here? Sound off for me, please. And thank you for being so patient. Here we go. I was wondering, let me read it again. I met a guy a couple of days ago. I haven't heard from him. I was wondering if our encounter was brief or will I see him again? Okay. All right, so Daryl, are you here? Which deck for Daryl, please? We were just talking about that, E-Fly. We were just talking about that movie in the previous live. I got cut off twice tonight. This is my third attempt at finishing this live. Okay, Daryl, you are here. Thanks. And I mentioned that movie just tonight. The line was, "You're my density, Lorraine." Now, I know Destiny, but that was anyway, you had to be there. Okay, we are asking for Daryl about this person that Daryl met. Okay, so we want to know, will you see this person again? That was 1. We're going to go 2. And how this person might feel. 3. Made like a tree. Okay, how would you like it? Really? Okay. Oh, I see what you're doing. Okay, I got you. Well, I think you will sooner than you think you will. I think you will hear from this person. It's about somebody who's balanced. Oh, I like that. Somebody who's truthful. I like this person already. Somebody who's not going to juggle you. We like it. We like it. Yes, Daryl. Now I'm going to see if anything else wants to come out. What else can you tell me? How does this person feel in addition to that? Oh, Gisela, you're so welcome. You're very welcome. Yes, please come back and join us again. And you enjoy the rest of your evening. Yeah, I guess it is getting late for some people. Depending on what time zone you're in. You love my name, Darlene? There aren't many of us. All right, show me, how does Daryl's person feel about Daryl? Sneaky. Let me get more. His name is Nick, okay. Did I have to specify or based on my question who I was talking about? No, I thought well, it's helpful for me if I know the person's name because it helps me bring the energy in a little bit better if I can ask specifically with a name. But most of the people here don't want to give a name, so thank you, Daryl. So Nick, we're asking about Nick then. Well, you shook him up. Seriously. Shook him up. And when I cut the deck and I asked, I said, well, yes, and communication and coming in. Well, you saw me shuffle and this card came back out. So the Knight of Swords is fast and it's fast communication. So I think you'll hear from this person pretty quick. But let me see here. What else? Because I'm not sure what this means yet. The moon in reverse can be things being illuminated. Now, I'm going to see what comes out, but the Seven of Swords in reverse, this is the liar, cheater, deceiver, strategizing card in the upright. In the reverse, it can be saying, I'm sorry that I did that. And something that's coming to light back to back could be saying, I wonder, did this person mislead you about something when you met? Maybe they're not single. I don't know. Let's see what comes out, though. I'm speculating. What else can you tell me? How does he feel? Thanks, Jay. That was getting a bit annoying. Okay. So what you don't know that's coming to light, this person is still thinking about something from the past. Or by something, I mean maybe a previous relationship. Or this could be talking about family involved or children involved in the mix somehow. Let me see. What is this Queen of Swords? Let's see what else. Thank you, E-Fly. Yeah, we try to keep it pretty clean in our chat. Now, All right. So, Daryl, this is not about gender, okay? Tarot, there's no gender in tarot. But I have to say, I have two queens here. If I don't get that frog out of my throat, I'm going to... It's annoying. I have two queens. Now, when I ask a question like, how does he feel? A couple of ways I could read this. He feels, maybe you remind him of somebody from the past. A Queen of Swords, perhaps. Somebody who was sharp, a good communicator, a good, she's a good judge of character. She cuts out things that don't serve her. And she's also passionate and confident. So, depending on what other cards fall out here, I'm going to go with that meaning for now. But he wants to take it slow, okay? You might be commitment material. You might be somebody that he could see himself with, see himself falling in love with even, wow. But he wants to take it slow. There's that darn Knight of Swords, won't go away. Yeah, he sees you as somebody, and I've got a third queen. It's making me nervous. This is... So the Queen that's missing so far is the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Queen of Cups gives her cup freely. Yeah. Awakened. Okay, let me see what else comes out though. I wish it was that simple. I wish it was simple as drinking water. I have nasal drip and I have acid reflux, and they all meet right here. And later the night goes, the more it's gets, because I'm tired, my body's tired, and so it's, but thank you for the thought. I appreciate that. a while ago I took a sip of water trying to fix it, and I got choked on the water, so I was like, I can't win. But thank you for your concern. All right, so what else does Nick feel about Daryl? And guys, for those, I always forget to mention that. Y'all please hit the like button, hit that little thumbs up for me, please. It helps my channel. I always forget to mention this. I do have other kinds of playlists. Like, I'm also a medium, and I have deceased loved ones playlists. So if you've lost a loved one, you might go there and see if there's a message that you resonate with. Well, all the queens have shown up in your reading now. Okay. And I'm getting an interesting message here. Two messages, actually. He's not sure if he can or wants to invest in this for the long term. We know how he sees you, but he's wondering. Maybe because he may be perceiving you as someone who's not stable or their money's not good. In other words, maybe this person is looking for a sugar daddy, sugar mama situation. I don't think that's the case. I just said that. I don't know why that came out of my mouth. But in other words, maybe he doesn't want to have to take on the responsibility of, because this Queen of Pentacles in reverse talks about somebody whose money's not good and not stable. So, and that may be the case. That doesn't make you a bad person, right? That does not make you a bad person. But maybe that's a bit of a, maybe he doesn't, or maybe he doesn't think he has the resources to be able to give you that, to take care of you. That could be another way I could interpret that. Now, why is that there? So, or maybe he thinks you see him that way. I have to say it could go either way. Maybe he says maybe you won't want to invest in him for the long run because his money's not good. He's not, maybe he's, I don't know, works at a fast food place, or, he's not a mover and a shaker or something. And that you might feel, in time, you might feel that you have to let go of this situation because the money's not good in some way, even though on some level it makes you happy. There's happiness there, but you got to have money to live. And so that might be an underlying concern here. Daryl, is this making sense to you? I haven't seen you post in a minute. Are you still here? Yeah, so I feel like he's saying in order, and also, I got 3 queens here. I'm hearing you loud and clear. Okay, so it's resonating. I mean, it's making sense to you? It just makes me nervous with all these queens in this reading. Queens are people. Now, I have a Three of Cups here. This can be celebration. Talk about it. So, I'm just digesting and writing notes. Oh, okay. And there's always replay, but so I'm debating about which way to read this. I'm trying to feel the energy here. I could read this to say there's celebration, transformation, ending so new beginnings can happen. But somebody's afraid there's not equal give and take here. And we're coming back to because again, I've got a King of Pentacles in the upright, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. There's a lot of people in this reading. And we come back to that Knight of Pentacles, going slow, going slow. So there may be, this might be a case of a sugar daddy situation. Now, I don't really have a lot of indication here that there's a third-party situation, but I can't ignore the fact that I have 3 people, 3 queens, and a 3 of cups. So maybe your person gets around a little bit. Or maybe they've got family members, because I do have this 6 of cups, which can talk about, and I said that could be family members. These may be sisters or mothers or aunts that are up in your person's business. So that could be the case in, or up in their business, and that could be affecting their money and their stability. That could be. So I don't know if I'm hitting anywhere around here. I don't know if you know enough about this person yet. So I think it's both. I feel like it's both. I feel like he sees you. I feel strongly he sees you as the qualities of both of these queens. But I think there's a secondary story here that there's other people that are influencing or might potentially future influence. So that's a concern. No, maybe it's just a heads up. Okay, what else do you want to tell me, please, for Daryl? No, it's not a fly. It's the most commonly known and recognized master number, but it's not the last or the only one or the highest. Yeah, I think these are very likely family members that he has to deal with. He's concerned that they are going to get in this mix and cause unhappiness. That's just a side story, Daryl. You're saying, I don't know much about him, but when I was chatting with him, he said his mom kept repeatedly calling him. Yes. That might be this one who's more needy. She might even control the money. That might be that situation. So yeah, this feels like that to me. I mean, he's saying, I'd like to work on this, and he finds you very attractive. But I think he's afraid you'll walk away when you know he's got baggage here. To be honest. He's not sure if you'll want to stand up and fight for the situation, really, or relationship, when you find out there's more people involved. He's afraid you'll make a choice not to take the risk and you might decide to end it. I think that's the concern here. But I think he finds you attractive. He just... It just doesn't have the energy of... Because normally I would jump to the conclusion with all these people that this person is sleeping around or whatever. I'm not feeling that energy though. I feel like this is more family members. So, there you have it. Adia is stepping up and in charge. Thank you, love. I appreciate you. I was thinking that. It is getting late. I was thinking that. I love it when you read my mind. Okay. Yeah, you caused a tower for this person. I think that came out earlier, didn't it? You have caused a tower moment. That means upheaval for this person. You are living rent-free in his head already. You are living rent-free, yep. And this is called analysis paralysis. And that's self-imposed, of course, because now this person doesn't know whether to go right or left. They're at a crossroads, and the crossroads is, do I go forward and make this person an offer, you know, tell Daryl the truth and make him offer, take Daryl out to lunch or dinner or whatever, and do I do that? I don't know if Daryl's going to be patient enough with me, because there might be feelings here, but oh, I got all this truth I got to share. I got to tell the truth about all this. And the truth might be that this person is not going to be somebody you can depend on a lot. To this is somebody who's kind of in and out. You'll have a good time with them, but they might not be real dependable. Could be because of all these family members, most likely is. And he's just not seeing clearly. And there's something here about him holding back some truth. I don't think it's like he's lying, but he just haven't told you the truth about all this yet. Yeah. I think what he's not telling you is that he's feeling quite overwhelmed dealing probably with all of this over here. Like he's dropping the ball already in points of his life. Yeah, I'm confused. I can't pick one. And this is a heavy burden. Whatever all these people look back here. It's a heavy burden. So I'm going to leave it there, Daryl. But I feel like this person would like to move forward with you. Find you both attractive and mentally interesting for sure. But I feel like they have these other people that he's taking care of, or in some way living big in his life, and I think he's afraid that that's going to be an interference. So first chance that comes out in conversation, you know, either maybe let him know some way that if you are okay with dealing with this, that's not a deal breaker for you. Or if he opens the door for the subject, you know, let him talk it out with you. Y'all talk it out. But he finds you attractive, and you know, I don't think in question. I'll be going live, guys, Sunday night. I don't know. I could even pop up tomorrow, but probably not. Probably Sunday. So yes, like Jay said, you have to have your notifications turned on, and that means in the YouTube app, you have to turn all notifications on, and you have to go into your phone settings. Go into your app. Go to your settings on your phone, you go to settings, you open that up, you scroll down to your apps, you open that up, you scroll down to YouTube, you open that up. Inside there, it will say allow notifications. So you got to have your phone settings and YouTube settings turned on. And it will notify you when I go live again. Yes, I'm planning on Sunday unless I just get a wild hair, but I probably need a night off, so I'm thinking I'll take tomorrow night off. But I'm thinking, I'm definitely planning to be here Sunday night. Let me rephrase that. And on the earlier side, I will probably start around 5 on Sunday because, you know, that's a work night. I mean, I have to get up early the next morning. So, Sunday. Because Jay, I don't think I think that was the last paid reading I had was for Daryl. So, Daryl, I hope that helps. Thank you for being here. Thank you for purchasing a reading, and I hope you will come back, and I'm wishing you much luck. I think it could be good if you can have a talk about all that. So, anyway, yeah, hello and good night. We're about to wrap this up, Phantom. Thank you for being here. We're about to shut her down. Aw, that's sweet. Yes, wishing her happy birthday. Much love to you, Ephah. Thank you for being here. And for everybody that purchased a reading, thank you. And especially for my moderators, love y'all to pieces. Thank you. And I plan to see y'all on Sunday, if not before. All right, guys. Have a great rest of your weekend. Yes, and everybody, thank you, Adia. Appreciate everybody liking the stream. Yes, that matters. Thank you so much. Yeah, give it a little double tap before you click off. That would be very appreciated. Giselle, good evening. I hope you have a wonderful Saturday and Sunday. Good night, everybody. Mwah. Love y'all to pieces. Good night. Yeah, good vibes. Good night, y'all.